What's going on with Harden? What do you know? What can you tell me? What do you think's going on with him?
From outside looking in, just like everyone else. I've met James, on occasion. I don't know him well.
Okay.
And but just outside looking in, he's a guy who's like looking at his career. If I was him, this is what I'd be thinking: am I going to win a championship? Like seriously, if I'm going to win a championship being here in Houston, are they putting the right pieces around me? We changed. I was really comfortable with the D'Antoni system. He put the ball in my hand, and they were making moves. Like, we bring in Westbrook, like I said, it don't work, but, they're making moves. But am I going to win a championship here with this new regime? That would be my question, and I think that's his question. I don't know if he wants to be out of Houston, but I know he wants to be out of a situation that doesn't want to be, if I was him, that's not going to win a championship. I only got about 3 or 4 more years of this, like where I could carry a team, like where I'm carrying a team pretty much basically by myself, where I could get you to the semifinals of the West. After that, I'm not able to do it. So if I'm James Harden, that's what I'm saying right now.
And if you're James Harden, what do you think, Kenny? I mean, you know the Houston organization well. Do you think that's the...
I don't know this one well.
Okay.
But I would say you'd have to sit me down and convince me that what we're doing or going to do is going to have me an opportunity to be in the Western Conference Finals the next 3 years. Because the way I'm looking at it, the Clippers and the Lakers are ahead of them. We were ahead of them for 2 years when Chris Paul was here, even though, it didn't work out. But we were there. And we're not there anymore.
So I guess this would also not lend much credence to whatever reporting that's out there that Harden was working out with John Wall and kind of gave a green light to Houston to swap Wall for Westbrook if he's thinking that this isn't the right mix. Do you think it could be the right mix?
I think, a healthy John Wall, but I haven't seen John Wall play basketball in 2 years. Literally, I haven't seen him. He's a great player when 2 years ago he was, top 5 point guard in basketball. I haven't seen him play basketball in 2 years, so I have no idea. You can work out with a guy all you want, but until you see him play in a real NBA game, I could bring you 5 guys right now that's not in the NBA, Rich, and we say, hey, let's go work out. You'd be like, why is this guy not in the league? Like, well, you haven't seen him play. You see him work out. It's a big difference.
Right, and then the word is that Harden was also working out with Durant and Kyrie here and thought maybe this would be good to do professionally, a word that he might go
I think he always works out. He works out at a gym. I know about this guy named Chris Brickley, who's a big trainer in New York. They work out that gym all the time. That's not unusual. There's a guy in L.A. now. He works with Sacramento. He runs a gym out here. Those guys work out those gyms all the time, and they play with each other. That's not unusual. If you're in the basketball community, that James Harden and Kevin Durant and Kyrie were in the same gym at the same time, it's not unusual if you know the circuit.
No, sure. And it's not unusual anymore for guys to be working out and saying, you know what, this is fun, let's do it professionally, and then strike a deal.
But Carmelo's in that gym, and all of this, the Siakam is in that gym in L.A. Like, all of those guys work out together. Like, even when I was playing, there's like 5 gyms around the country that everybody used to go to. Like, when you're in that town, you're going to be like, let me get a run in. Let me get a run in. But so it's not unusual. So I wouldn't read into the whole he's working out with Kyrie, and I wouldn't read into that, honestly. Mm-hmm. But I would read into the fact that this guy might not feel he can win a championship any longer in Houston. Mm. And you look at their roster, you go, they're not better than 5 teams right now. Are they better than Denver right now? Not necessarily. Are they better than Portland? Not necessarily. Are they better than the Lakers? No. Are they better than Clippers? No. Like, that. So I can understand the concern.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.